Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the Iron Maiden classic, The Trooper. Why I haven't done this yet, I don't know. I'm a terrible person, but I'm rectifying that. So let's take a look. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I want to start off with 3 bends from 15 of the second string. At the end of the third, you'll notice that I'm coming down, and after that I'm going to pull off to the 12, and the majority of this little section is going to take place around an E minor pentatonic. At the end of that, I'll go back to that 15 again. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going from 12 of the second string into a bend on 15 of the first. Then I bring it down and pull off from 15 to 12 on the first. So the most recent chunk. After that, I'm doing a string skip from the first string to the third, and I'm rolling down the pentatonic with that cheeky flat 5 note. I'm playing the 15th fret and then just pulling off 14, 12. And then jumping to 14 of the 4th string. So we've got, at the end of that, I've got a hammer on into a pull off going 9, 12, 9 on the 4th. And that's the first half of the first section. So let's take it relatively slowly and then we'll work on the second half. Hopefully that's all making sense. The next section does sound quite busy, but it's sort of 2 quick ideas played multiple times. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I am doing sort of an economy pick sweep here. I'm doing a bend on 14 of the 3rd string, and then I'm doing a down pick into the 2nd string. I'm doing a hammer from 12 to 15. I'm going to do that bend and the other 2 notes. 3 notes all together, I'm going to do that idea 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After I've done 6 of those, I'm going to change it up a very tiny amount. I'm going to do the bend, then I'm going to do a hammer on into a pull off. So that's going to go 12, 15, 12 on the 2nd string. And I'm going to do that idea 4 times. So we're going to have 6 groups of 3 and then 4 groups of 4. Hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I work into this phrase. Let's have a look at that last bit. I'm going to play 14, 12, 14, 12, all in one pick on the 3rd string. So it's a pull off into a hammer into a pull off. Then I jump to 14 of the 4th. And then I flatten that and jump to 14 of the 3rd. At the end of that, I'm going to finish that by playing 14, 12 on the 3rd string. So it goes. Okay, that's pretty much the whole section. So let's take it relatively slowly and then we'll do it again one more time with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. We're going to start off with this pretty cool 6-note lick. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go through that slowly and then we'll repeat that 7 times. So it's going to take up a lot of this section. I'm going to play 17 of the 2nd string and jump to 15 of the 1st. And then I'm going to play 19, 15 on the 1st string and then 17, 15. So we should have 6 notes now. As I said before, we're going to repeat that 6-note phrase 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we go into all that other stuff. So after I've done that 7 times, I do jump back to 17 of the second string. And then I've got a bend on 20 of the first string. I do the 20 bend and then kind of 2 triplets. I'm kind of counting 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's sort of how I do it. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was all full tone bends from 20 of the first. Okay, we've probably seen phrases like this. I think I've seen Dave Mustaine and Dimebag Darrell use this before. It's a really, really simple idea, but it sounds cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play 19, 20, and then 17, 19 on the first string. Then I jump to 20 of the second, and then back down to 17 of the first. Okay, I want to add 3 more notes to that, and then we'll put it all together and slow it down. I'm going to play 19, 20, and then resolve that on 17 of the second. Let's play that all slowly. Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. And then I work into one last little chunk, and that's all of the second section. Let's slow that down. Sort of a blues pentatonic Chuck Berry lick to start. Nice and meat and veg. I'm doing a bend on 14 of the third string, and then a flat pointer covering the second and the first from 12th fret. And I'm just working my way down the strings. At the end of that, bend on 15 of the second. Then I'm going to go... What I'm doing there is I'm playing 12 of the first and then a quick pull off from 15 to 12. Let's put that all together. At the end of that, what I'm doing there is I'm doing a bend in and out into a pull off from 14 of the third string. And then I just want to play 14 again as a quick pull off to 12. And then I'm going to do a string skip and I'm going to jump to 14 of the fifth. And that's the end of that little chunk. So we've got... Let's go right back to the start of the section when we had the same 6-note lick 7 times and we worked into the bends and all that other stuff. Once we put it all together, we'll do it one more time, even slower with some tabs, as you probably predicted. Here we go. One more time with some tabs. Alright, let's have a look at the third section. I want to start off around an A minor pentatonic. It's quite simple to start with this. I'm going to do 4 pull-offs from 8 to 5 on the first string. And then I'm going to do the same idea from the second string. I'm only doing 1 pick per string. So back to back. At the end of that, I work into this phrase. The emphasis of this bend is a little bit strange. It's not difficult. It's just annoying for me to nail initially. So I've got a bend on 7 of the third, still in the A minor pentatonic. I hit it at the top and then hit it on the bottom as well. At the end of that, I'm going to play 6-5 on the third string. And then after that, I'm just going to roll down the pentatonic with a couple of cheeky outside notes. I was playing 7-6-5 on the fourth, same on the fifth, and then just the last 2 notes of the pentatonic being 8-5 on the 6th string. And if you want to, a little bit of squealy a la Judas Priest / ZZ Top is always welcome. So let's have a look at all of that together. Okay, then I've got 2 leading notes from 9 to 11 on the third string, and this sort of gets us ready for the next bar. So I do a hammer on from 9 to 11, and then I'm going to do that 3 more times in the next bar. So I go and 1, 2, 3, then I'm going to jump to the second string. I'm going to do a group of 3 hammer-ons and pull-offs as well, playing 10 to 12. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I do another group of 3 from 9 to 11 on the third. and the 10 to 12 again. So if I take out those two leading notes at the start, it's basically the same two hammer-on ideas twice. So we've got the leading note, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that's making sense. What I've done here is I've jumped up to 12 and 13 of the second string. I've only got two hammer-ons and one pull-off there, so I go... And then after that, I'm going to hit the 12 again. Then I work into this phrase. So what I've got there, 3 bends on 15 of the second string. I bring it down, and then I'm going to play 13, 15. So it goes... So let's go from a hammer-on idea. We'll add a little bit more to finish it off, and then we'll do the whole thing even slower with some tabs. So we've got... To finish it off, there's 3 more notes that lead into the next section. I've got a quick hammer-on pull-off idea going 12, 15, 12 on the first string. And that's the whole section. Let's go from the initial A minor pentatonic run we had relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright, let's have a look at the last section. I'm going to start off by doing 2 pull-offs from 15 to 12 on the first string, and keep in mind that we've just come from here. So we're going to add that to it. So I'm going 15 to 12 twice on the first string, and I'm going to work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to bend 15 of the second string up and down, and then I'm going to play 13, and then I'm going to do a hammer-on into a pull-off going 12, 13, 12 on the second string. Then resolve that to 14 of the third. So from the bend, let's take it back a little bit, and we'll go from those pull-offs at the start. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. What I'm doing there is I'm sliding into 16 of the third string with my middle. Then I've got a hammer-on into a pull-off going 15, 17, 15 on the second. And I jump back up to 16 of the third and then play 15 of the second. So altogether the most recent chunk. I'm going to resolve that with a full tone bend from 17 on the third. You'll notice I'm going between my middle and my ring there. Alright, let's go from the start of the section. Hopefully that's making sense. And then from there, got to find that whammy to actually use it. I'm going to play 12 of the third, bring it down, bring it back up again, and then have a bit of cheeky vibrato on that 13th fret of the second. So we can go... I think if you want to, you can take to the big, hilarious, wavy Zakk Wylde places if you want to. So that's the first half. Let's try that one more time. And we'll work into this phrase. Let's take that slowly. I'm starting off with the slide into 17 on the third. Where I come from doesn't matter, just as long as we get that swoop. I'm going to do a bend on 19 and pull it back to 17. And pluck that note. And you'll notice that I'm basically in the A minor pentatonic up an octave from what we had initially. So we go. The next thing I'm going to do is a bend on 20 of the second string and then play 17. And then exactly the same idea, bend on 20 and back to 17 on the first. So let's go from the start of that chunk now. At the end of that, I'm going to do a bend on 20 of the second string. Okay, then I work into this phrase. We're very, very close, guys. I'm going to play 17 of the second string, and then a big bend on 20 of the first. After I've brought it down, I'm going to play 20, 19, 17. Frickin' birds. Okay, after that, what I'm doing is I'm bending 20 of the second string, but I'm trying to catch 20 of the third as I go up. And I kind of bring that down. So it's a little bit like Walk by Pantera, but not as offensively sustaining. So it'll go, we bring it down, and then after that, what I've got here is a slight bend on, quick bend on 19 of the third string. I play 17 twice, and then resolve that to 19 of the fourth. So we've got, hopefully that's all making sense. So let's go from those double 15 pull-offs at the start of the section. We'll put it all together relatively slowly, and then do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from The Trooper by Iron Maiden. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all very soon.